Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
What's going on, LumioseStation? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Scrabble. This is episode number 10, and before we get started, if you can, please show some Lumiose love to that like button right below this video. I really do appreciate it. If we can keep breaking 1,000 likes on these videos, my brain is just gonna melt, my hair is gonna fall off, but not really, because I know some of you guys would hate it if that happened. But, we have another week of Pokemon Scrabble. Basically, if you don't know, this is the 10th episode, which is kind of cool. We've been on Lumiose for 10 weeks. That is something to be proud of. Actually, I think we've been on for 11 weeks, but I just missed 1 week. But this is our 10th video on Lumiose. That's a pretty freaking big deal. And I want to take the time to thank Nappy and the whole crew for what they do at Lumiose. Bunch of awesome people, and I'm happy to be a part of it. So, we do have this. I'm going to pick 6 letters from this bag right here. And you can't see my mouth really right now, which is fine. We're going to pick 6 letters and we're going to build our team. Remember, make sure you guys build your team as well. Let me know in the comment section below. I went through and liked a bunch of them. Our first letter is a G. So we have G. I have a Pokemon that I want to use, actually. It's kind of an OU Pokemon. It's definitely an OU Pokemon. But I saw it a lot while doing the May Friendly, and I really want to use it. So our next letter is N. N. So we have G and N. Our third letter is going to be a nice little J. That's an 8. That's 8 points right there. 8 points. So we wanna find something good for J, and we wanna go with it. So our fourth letter is going to be a Z. Z. I wish I had a good Zygarde, because I would love to use a Zygarde, but I don't have a good Zygarde. Rather unfortunate. Our fifth letter is going to be a Y. So there's options with the Y. Look at these points now. We have a J, which is 8, a Z, which is 10, and a Y, which is 4. And we got our last letter. Our last letter is going to be a C. So that's a pretty good letter to work with. That's a pretty good letter. So once again, our 6 letters for this week are G, N, J, Z, Y, and C. So you guys let me know in the comment section right now. Build your team. I'm going to go ahead and build my team. When we get back, you can see my team, and we can see how different my team is from yours, because you guys come up with much better teams. Well, let's see how it goes. I will be right back. Alright, LumioseStation, so we are back, and before I get started, I want to cover 2 things. One, I have not 6v6'd in a very long time. I actually had just 1 battle just before because I messed up my team. I grabbed someone for Scrabble, and I messed up my team. I brought 2 Gs. Somehow, I don't know how I'm exhausted. Honestly, that's probably why. But that was the first 6v6 I've had in over 40 battles, because I've just been doing the VGC May Friendly this weekend. And secondly, I didn't realize how bad our letters were, because Y is Yanmega, Z is either, let's just go to our team. Let's go to our team. Let's show our team right now. Z is Zapdos or Zygarde for me. I guess there's a couple others. I was almost going to bring Zangoose, but I brought Zapdos because I really want to use it. I also really want to use Greninja because I've been seeing it all weekend. And I want to use Claudia because it's back in UU. And then Yanmega is Y, so it has to be Yanmega. For J, I chose Jellicent. And for N, I chose Nidoking. So I do have a very severe ice weakness here. I have 3 Pokemon weak to ice, but I also have 3 Pokemon that resist ice. My Greninja, I don't count as a water type because it changes its typing, so I do have 2 water types, which is really this team. I don't know. We're going to see how this team can do. We're going to hit battle start, and make sure, like I said, make sure I want to see your guys' teams, because I'm sure maybe it's just because I'm exhausted and I'm building a terrible team. We're going to see how it does. My opponent is bringing a almost strictly UU team, but he's got the Excadrill on there. He's got a Luxray Slowking, Excadrill, Galvantula, Roserade, and Torkoal. So the Sticky Web is going to go up. Luckily, I have 2 Pokemon that are in the air that won't get affected by it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up Nidoking, because I know that Galvantula is opening. And honestly, I don't want my Nidoking getting slowed down just yet, because my Nidoking can hit his entire team for super effective damage. I mean, I'm sure it won't. I'm sure it won't hit his whole team, but we're gonna try to hit his whole team. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna roll the die, as I like to say. As my opponent continues picking, which is fine because I picked rather quick. I think he's really trying to decide, do I want to open up Torkoal or do I want to open up Galvantula? I want to open up one of those 2. I think he sees how much of a threat the Nidoking is. The what do you call it? The Excadrill is a little bit of a threat to my Nidoking. And so is the Roserade. Obviously, the Roserade is going to be a neutral threat because poison resist grass. So, not really anything crazy. He doesn't have any Ice Stab. He doesn't have any water. I'm sorry, the Slowking is going to be somewhat of a threat to my Nidoking, actually. But he is still choosing. Let me check Twitter, make sure he didn't tweet back at me again. Because I like to, in case he did. Okay, so he said, awesome, good luck, have fun. I'm just going to tweet him back really quick. You too. And let's get this battle underway. So, John is sporting that green jacket with the white stripes. Very nice. Opens up with Simon, the Excadrill. Actually, the worst case for us. Definitely. Definitely the worst case for us. He's going to break some molds, unfortunately. And I want to pretend that I can live in Earthquake, but I know I can't, so I have to make the safe play. And I got to go out into my Yanmega. Not that my Yanmega can really hit this thing for anything. Actually, I got Giga Drain on here, so you know what? Let's go on into Yanmega. At least we can scare him out. At the very least, we can scare him out. Yanmega actually poses a little bit of a threat to his team. He's got the Torkoal and the Luxray that check it very nicely, and of course the Galvantula. But I can hit a good amount of his team with my Yanmega. But I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's the weakest Pokemon, but it's just really not that strong. I'm hoping that he went for the Turn 1 Earthquake as he well, not as he should, but as I hope he does. No, he goes for the Rock Slide, and that's going to kill my Yanmega. So he literally looked at my team and said, what is he going to go into? Let me tack that. And it worked out perfectly for him. Unfortunately. I don't know why my Yanmega is not holding a Focus Sash, so we just gave up 4 points, just like that. Not even trying. It should have the Focus Sash. Definitely should have the Focus Sash. But now we kind of have to go out into Claudia here. Actually, we're going to go on into Greninja, because Greninja is Scarfed. And the only thing that wants to take a Scarfed Greninja on, and no one runs Scarfed Greninja, so I don't think he's going to expect this. But let's go for the Hydro Pump, really hoping he stays in. If he doesn't stay in, I'm really hoping he doesn't go out into the Roserade, but that would be the check for him to go out into most likely. I wouldn't mind if he goes out into the Galvantula. He is going to withdraw. I wouldn't mind if he goes out into the Galvantula. But he does go out to Richard, and Richard is going to be the Slowking. So that really stinks, because I could have gone for a U-turn. And I'm surprised that I didn't. And I'm surprised I didn't even think I would. I mean, I'm not really surprised I didn't think I would. But we got a leftover Slowking here. That's going to be a huge issue for us. This battle does not look like it's going to go too super fantastic. But what we're going to do is we're going to go out into our, what do you call this thing? Jellicent. And we have to create the opportunity for my Crawdaunt to sweep. But unfortunately, we really can't do that with this team until that Galvantula is dead. Because the Galvantula is most likely holding the Focus Sash, so we won't be able to one-shot. It goes for the Scald. I do have the Water Absorb, so I'm fine. I think the Will-O-Wisp is pretty obvious. But at the same time, you know what? I really want to get residual damage on the Slowking. You know what, though? Let's just go for a Shadow Ball. I think he's going to switch out. I mean, he might have Thunderbolt on this thing, but I think he's going to switch out. Something in my gutty gut. No, he stays in. Can we get a special defense drop, please? Because that is the only way we're going to be able to kill this thing next turn. Nope. He goes for the Calm Mind, so we are going to have to burn this thing now. Because he's going to try to set up all over my chin. Then again, I could just keep going for Calm Minding and try to get special D-drops. And go for crits. So, you know what? Sounds like a fantastic strategy to me. Especially considering all I have to do is... even if he wants to kill this Jellicent somehow, I can go out into Crawdaunt and get a knockoff off, and then we'll be fine, because that'll one-shot. He goes for the Psyshock at +1. That's going to do a hefty chunk, because it's Stab. It's not a 2-hit KO, which is awesome, so hopefully he's not packing the slack off. That would be really, really, really huge. But I severely doubt it, because we've seen Scald, Psyshock, Calm Mind, and I'm assuming the last one is Slack Off. So right here, I would really like a special D-drop or a crit. One of the two would be fantastic, Pokemon. Thank you. Please do that. Then again, he might switch out, because the Regenerator right now, he's at a good amount of health, where if he switches out, he'll be fine. No, he's going to decide to stay in as I go for another Shadow Ball. No crit, no special defense drop, and there's the Slack Off. So... exactly what we were fearing. I could have taken advantage of that moment and gone out into my Crawdaunt, but of course I didn't, because Come on. Come on. So we're going to try to go for... I don't know what to do at this point, because he's just going to wreck shop with this thing. I guess we are going to burn it to get some residual damage on here. If he wants to go for another Psyshock, I mean, it's a little risky because I can go out of the Crawdon, I guess, if I predict the Psyshock correctly, but that's kind of hard. That's a little risky business. He goes for another Calm Mind. At this point, I guess he's just going to set up all over the place. Now, I know there's no chance of him going for a Scald. So I guess I can take advantage of that knowledge. I just have to make sure that Crawdon can one-shot this thing. I know that it outspeeds, and I know that nothing wants to switch into a knockoff from a Crawdon. And I know that I'm not going to get greedy and go for a Dragon Dance. So let's see. Knockoff, yes. Knockoff's a guaranteed 1 in KO. So we're in the position where we can actually go out into Claudia, because the only thing he can do is either Calm Mind again or Psyshock, and I'm immune to Psyshock. So we're really, really, really banking on the fact that he doesn't make a prediction of me going out into Crawdon. I don't think he would, because that's a really risky play to get my Gels in full HP for no reason. So let's see if he did make that play. I want to see Psyshock right here. No. I do live it, and he doesn't get the burn, thankfully, but seriously, that is some next level stuff. I mean, I could have gone for another Shadow Ball. I probably should have. I guess the burn is kind of a signal that I'm going to switch out and get out of there. I obviously can't go for a Dragon Dance here, and he honestly, he's gonna switch out. I was gonna say he can't. He goes out into Dublin, which is probably gonna be the. Ooh, that's gonna be a Rocky Helmet, I'm sure. But that's gonna do a good amount, and even though I'm gonna get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, we got hurt by the Life Orb too. I forgot that I have the Life Orb on here. Torkoal is very slow. And we can go for a Waterfall here to take it out before it sets up rocks. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to land this Waterfall, and I don't care how defensive you are. I'm Adaptability Crawdon. Actually, you might live it. Oh, that was close. All right, so Crawdon gets a kill, so we get some points up on the board. We get 3 points on the board. But unfortunately, I think that's the end of Crawdon. I really want to save it for the Slowking, because I really don't have any other answer for that Slowking. Goes out into Steiner, which is going to be... Oh, man. This is its best switch in. Honestly. Yeah, because Nidoking can't take on that Slowking. I mean, I have the T-Bolt, but it's obviously specially defensive. I mean, it's got Calm Mind. I guess my Zapdos might be able to one-shot it because it's Specs. Oh, I have my Greninja, which is Dark Pulse, but that's also special attacking. Oh my goodness. I think I'm actually just going to go for the Aqua Jet here. Take myself out. He might just set up the Sticky Web, which would make sense, but we're gonna break that Sash, because I don't want to have to deal with that later on. It's not worth trying to save my Crawdon. And hopefully he went for the Volt Switch. No, he did go for the Sticky Web, predicting that. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that with the Sticky Web, my Crawdon... Oh no, my Crawdon still would have outsped that. Gosh darn thing. I want to say that Zapdos is slower. I'm pretty sure Zapdos is slower. Greninja. Oh, you know what we can do? We can come on with Greninja, and he might think that he outspeeds, but he doesn't. So that's fun. And we can actually take advantage of that knowledge. And we can go for... I guess the safest place to go for a Dark Pulse. Let's go for a Dark Pulse. Let's transform into Dark typing right now, because that hits everything on his team. And let's take this gosh darn Galvantula out. Get ourselves a G on the board. G is 2 points. That's +2. And we're not looking good because the Sticky Web is up. We do have this Choice Scarf Greninja, which no one seems to use. I did see it in VGC, and that's what really made me want to use it. So he goes out into Mufasa, which is going to be the Luxray. I'm not too afraid of it. I am just going to go for a Dark Pulse. I mean, if the Luxray is Choice Scarf, I guess he'll outspeed, but he's not going to outspeed. I'm going to stick in here. Maybe I'll get a flinch. A crit? No flinch. We get a Facade. That's going to do a okay amount. There's the Orb, though. So that's what we see. We can go for another Dark Pulse because we know we'll outspeed. If he wants to sacrifice Mufasa, we'll actually get the Streak score, which will give us another +2. And if not, he's going to have something take Dark Pulse damage, which he really can't afford. Scarf Greninja is nothing to sleep on at all. I mean, some people say Greninja's already so fast, what's the point of scarfing it? This would be the case when Sticky Web is up, and I mean, this is just happens to be a perfect situation, I guess, for me. So I am going to get that extra letter score. That crit definitely mattered, because that enables us to kill Mufasa. That's plus 4 points, so we are a total of 9 points right now for Scrabble. And the game's looking a little bit better right now. It's looking a little bit better. Simon's going to come out, and we are going to have to stay in here and just go for another Dark Pulse. As much as I want to switch out and go for the Water type move, it's really not worth it. It's really not. He's going to go for the Iron Head. Wow. Okay, so that's a Choice Scarf Excadrill. Yeah, that's a Choice Scarf Excadrill right there. Wow. Alright, we gotta run some damage calcs before I make any. Well, you know what? I guess the safest play is to go out into Blue Rim. I gotta get rid of that well, actually, hold on. Maybe not. Maybe we gotta go into Nidoking for, Excadrill. Yeah, Excadrill was definitely scarfed. Iron Head is going to do 70%. So we can go into Nidoking and Earth Power. He's not holding the balloon. He's not holding the balloon. So we can Earth Power. If you're not holding the balloon, then Earth Power is a one-hit KO. So let's go into Nidoking. We have no reason to predict the Slowking. It's not worth it. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's going to outspeed, of course. But we have no reason to predict the Slowking go for a... Oh, you know, we can go for Flamethrower. No, Earth Power is better. Earth Power is obviously better. He's going to withdraw. I'm assuming he's going into the Slowking. I'm assuming. He's going to have to Richard... the Slowking, who's at full HP, but he is burned. So we're going to get an Earth Power on here. And I think he's going to think that I want to stay in, but I'm pretty sure Slowking can one-shot me with a Scald. No, he can't. Oh, that makes me want to stay in, actually. I kind of have to stay in at this point. Yeah, I have to stay in to go for a Thunderbolt, because he can't one-shot me, and I can take care of this thing. I can literally take care of this thing. He might switch right back out into Excadrill, though. If he does, then, I don't know. Okay, he doesn't. We get the Thunderbolt off. And that is going to just barely miss taking it out. But he did not go for the Slack off, so the burn is going to take him out. Who put the burn on him? Who put the burn on him? Jellison. So we get a kill with Jay. That's 8 points. Oh, no, wait, the leftovers. No, 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 no. Yep. Oh, no, the burn takes him out. Yes. I actually kind of wish the burn didn't take him out, because then I could have gone for the Earth Power, and he would have been inclined to go out into the Excadrill, and that would have been fantastic for me. So he's going to go out into Bushel, which I don't know what he's really going to hit me with this thing. I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to go for a Flamethrower, because I don't know what he's going to hit me with. Oh, he's going to hit a Sleep Powder, but he's going to miss the Sleep Powder. 75% accuracy, that is the risk of Sleep Powder, because that's a Nidoking kill. That's N+1 right there. It all comes down to this Excadrill, which honestly is pretty much good game. Even if he wants to take my Nidoking out with an Earthquake, I'm not switching out, because I'm not going to let my Zapdos get hurt for no reason. That Sleep Powder miss won me the game. Wow, this is a really fun game. I really thought I was down and out, to be honest with you, but that Hax right there, that Hax really did the job. It did the job. Because if he wants to kill me in one shot, he's going to have to go for Earthquake. Which means even if my Nidoking goes down, my Zapdos can come in, and we already know that he's Choice Scarfed. So he's got to lock himself into something. Yeah, he's going to choose to lock himself to the Iron Head. Hope for the flinch here. Doesn't get it. The Earth Power, that's going to be a Nidoking, what do you call it, bonus kill. So that's going to be +2 right there. So for our kills, good game, my opponent. I'm really happy that we actually won this when I'm exhausted. We had a total of 3, 5, 9. Then we got the 8-point Jellicent, that's 17, 18, 19, 20. And then the Pokemon we had alive, I really can't remember. Greninja did go down. And our Yanmega went down. I think that, oh no, one other Pokemon went down. Zapdos was alive. Nidoking was alive, and Jellicent was alive. So Crawdon. So we get a 19-letter bonus score on top of our 20 points. That is going to be 39 points for this episode of Pokemon Scrabble. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like rating down below. It really does help the community out. That is LumioStation. And make sure you check out the other stops here on LumioStation. The other conductors are really, really good, really talented, awesome people. Seriously, go show them some Shady/Lumios love. Have yourselves a good day. But above all else, keep it shady.